Welcome, Aries. Welcome to your reading. I'm Dee, and this is Intuitive Life Advice. I want to do a reading for you today to see if we can get you some clarity and insight into your situation. I didn't start putting the cards down, so I'll do that here in front of you. All right. Aries, what is going on? There's my shallow card. I have to tell everyone every time that I designed that card 3 or 4 years ago and has nothing to do with that song or that music or that movie. Although it probably does share a similarity in meaning, meaning you're not too deep in emotion there. My cards take on different meanings for each reading, so I have to, okay, wow, you've got a lot of earth here. You've got Capricorn, Virgo, and earth card, which could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, and then you've got a Cancer here. This is normally just clarifying that you're dealing with someone with Cancer and Virgo in their chart. And let's see, let's get a true love card. Aries, I feel your fire. I feel it. My whole body feels warm right now. Card is being a little bit slow to come out. Bear with me here as I continue to wait on this card to come out. If you haven't already, please subscribe. If you like the video, please click the like button, and if you don't like the video, it just means it's not for you. It's not your message. It's not your story, your circumstance, your situation. There's no need to click dislike, but some people feel the need to do that, and do as you will. And comment if this resonates with you, because believe it or not, you have no idea how healing the comment section can be to some people. Even people who aren't commenting, they can read those comments and statements and opinions and insights that other people leave there in the comment section, and it actually helps with their healing process when they're going through something that's tough or troubling. So please never underestimate the power of a comment, and it probably also helps with the algorithm to help me grow my channel also. And hit subscribe. No better way to help me grow than to click subscribe and follow me through my journey here. There it is. Okay, well, that's a pretty heavy energy there, the card that came out, so that kind of explains all that. Aries, let me look here and see what it is that we're needing to let you know about today. I am having green tea with ginger right now during this reading. Thought I'd let you know that. You are recently, very recently, you were dealing with an earth sign, a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo. And this person, that could be their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. This person you were trusting this person, and they just never would go deep when it came to emotions. They wouldn't reach down in there and pull their heart out for you. They kept staying on the surface of that emotional state that they were in. They wouldn't let you know how they felt about you. They just wouldn't express their feelings. And for some reason, whatever happened back then, it kind of caused a problem with you and your ability to continue to trust this person, because you never knew how they felt. You never knew how they truly felt about you. And Aries, that's not going to be something that you're going to be able to do very easily, because you're so fiery and passionate and forthright. Now, right now, you are missing this person. You're feeling bad. You're grieving them because you had to. You primarily had to walk away. There's really no other way to put it. You had to walk away from this person because you never knew how they felt about you. You were just straight out there with it. You were open and honest and forthright and communicative, all the things that you needed to be to make sure that this person knew how you feel. They knew how you felt at every day. You were letting them know how you felt about them, and they weren't doing that. They were not opening up. Now, right now, with all this, you're feeling heartache because you're really missing this person. You're missing them. You're grieving over the loss of this person. And this person is showing up as a Capricorn. So I'm assuming that is probably they're probably a Capricorn. And it's the same person as this person. So Capricorn is it. That's probably their sun sign. And you're just really unhappy because, you don't understand why you had to take such a drastic measure to and leave this person behind, because all they had to do was open up and let you know how they felt about you. But, there comes a point in time in a relationship where you need to know where you stand. And it's very unusual for you, but you are just feeling so sad and stuck right there in this grief and the longing for this person. You're missing them so deeply. Now, I feel like this right here is taking us back to this person. The earth sign is a Virgo here. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus in their chart prominently, probably Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and Cancer is in their chart, so they've got water in their chart. I would almost bet that the Cancer is not in their Venus, because if it were, they would be more emotional, more romantic, more emotional. And they just weren't. But it looks like right now this person is feeling like, almost like you're subliminally communicating with them in some way, like a spiritual communication. And they are so vulnerable right now, and they are so wanting to let you know how they feel. And this is a beautiful energy, but it's very heavy. It's very heavy because you are both wanting the same thing, but you're just not taking the steps that you need to take that will get you there. You did everything you could, and you did it for long enough that you had to just say, now, wait a minute, I can't keep doing this. This is ridiculous. I need to know where I stand. And whenever they hesitated or just went silent on you when you asked them to do that for you, you had to make a decision, because you couldn't allow yourself to just be in a dead-end situation, and you knew that it would just hurt more deeply the longer you stayed in it. You just truly didn't think this person cared enough about you to stay, for you to stay. But now you're feeling the same way, but you're not letting one another know. You've got poker face, you're guarding yourselves like there's a fortress around you, and this person, Aries, they just are so afraid that you're going to become controlling and manipulative and possessive, because they have experienced that in the past, and they didn't give you the benefit of the doubt. They thought you were a little overbearing. They thought that it was going to go, it was going to progress to the point of being possessive and manipulative with them, and trying to own them in some way. And they were judging you based on an experience they had had in the past, not on who you are and your character and what you had shown them. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair to you that they were not communicating their feelings to you. And this is very sad, because you both love one another. You're both so in love with one another, and so interested in one another, and so excited about this relationship. And then it ended just because this person, it was like the cat got their tongue or something. It was like when you asked them how, and I know that when you asked them this, you did it in a romantic way, in a loving and open and kind way. You let them know, what do you want? How do you feel about me? I need to know where I stand. And they hesitated, or just went silent, or just gave you that dead stare, and it really affected you, and you knew that you had to leave, because I mean that hurt you. You wanted them to just blurt it out, but they did not do that. But now you know that they based that reaction on, wow, you got some interesting cards here, on a past relationship and a past experience. They didn't base it on you. They were judging you by someone else's actions. And, you know, that's what is not fair here. And this is your answer, the clarity that you need to move forward here, Aries. This person dealt with narcissistic abuse. So this person was involved with someone who covertly or openly held them back, sabotaged anything that they tried to accomplish. They would sabotage it, and usually when they sabotage, it's not known. It's just an underhanded, under the table, sinister type thing that's secretive and unknown, and you may never know what they did to cause something to fall apart, but it works that way. You know, they may destroy property to keep you from moving forward. They may cause you financial devastation so that you can't fund a project. They may keep your car from being reliable so you can't get where you need to go, that type of thing. Whatever it was, they were abusive to this person, to your person. And they're manipulative. They gaslight you into making you start second guessing yourself, and you start not believing your own feelings. You can't trust your own emotions when you're in the throes of a narcissistic abusive relationship. So this person is functioning off of the damage that was done before. And what this person needs is help in releasing all of that trauma. And there are people out there that can help them do that. There's a coaching site. The link is in my description box. We coach people to navigate these types of situations so that you can move forward and heal in a beautiful and healthy spiritual way. And this person just needs someone to help them navigate those steps. They're stuck there, and if this person means enough to you, you may be able to move forward with them if you help them get some guidance and from the coaching site. It's not even available yet. It's being revamped. I'm not new here, just to YouTube. So everything's kind of being revamped to include YouTube and some social media sites into the business. But the coaching site is specifically for people who have been in abusive relationships, like narcissistic abuse, and people who are suffering from symptoms from that, and people who are still involved with narcissists who are abusive but don't know what to do or how to get out of it, or they don't even know they can trust their own thoughts, feelings, emotions, judgment, choices. They don't trust themselves. And I think that's what's wrong here. This person, we're being shown that this person is judging you by a past narcissistic abusive relationship, and that tells me that they can't trust their judgment. They don't know that they're not getting back into something like that with you. They don't know that they can trust their feelings right now because they're not healed. But I think you can help them by guiding them to a professional counselor, or a professional relationship coach. Coaches will usually work with you to the point where they need to send you to a licensed professional counselor in the psychology field to make sure that you are going through the proper steps in order to gain the most healthy function after something like this. So they kind of work together. A relationship coach can refer you on from there, and they can just get this beautiful healing going. I mean, the first thing they have to do is remember who they were before this person caused them so much trauma. And you had 3 cards come out for your words of wisdom, and the first one, of course, was letting you know why this person did this to you, why they didn't answer you, give you any feedback, give you a reason to stay, why they couldn't tell you how they feel. It's because they're operating out of this the aftermath of being in this narcissistically abusive relationship, which is very tough. That's a serious situation, and some people never find their way out of that. But I feel like your person can. They are going to need help, as I keep saying over and over. And I don't mean to rehash that to death. I'm just very adamant about letting people know how serious that is. It's not a joke. It's not just learning that some people mistreat you and some don't. Get over it and shake it off and move on. People who are very emotionally, have emotional depth and are empathic and spiritually attuned and deep people, deep thinkers, empathic people, special gifted people, they take all of that in, 10 times as deeply as someone who would say, like an air sign, who would just say, get out of my face, and just cut them off at the knees. This person that you were dealing with here, this person that is in your heart, this person was deeply, deeply, deeply affected. I just want to make sure you understand that. And they're not ruined or broken by any means, but they do need to get back to them. Remember who they are and where they were and who they were before any of that happened, so that they can begin to trust their own judgment again. And that's the only problem here. They want to jump into this with both feet with you, but they have been there and done that with the wrong person, and so it has damaged a little bit of that trust. I just want you to understand that. I'm sorry for reiterating for so long. You're being asked here to receive this information that I'm giving you and to try to help this person. If you love this person enough and you feel that deep connection, you're going to, I know, with open arms, help this person. Aries, you're so loving and giving and kind. I just want you to understand that if you can help steer them in the direction they need to go and get this help, they can heal from this and live the rest of their life remembering exactly who they were before any of this abuse happened. It's a very tragic situation, very destructive situation. It doesn't matter how healthy your boundaries are. When you get into a relationship with someone who has narcissistic personality disorder, and that's narcissism to the point where they're abusive to their partners, verbally, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially, spiritually, they're just horrible. And it just goes very deep, very deep. You have to recover from this type of thing. And I'm sure your person will be able to recover quickly. It's not going to take them years to recover. They just need to remember that they can trust their own judgment again. That's all. That's all it is, okay? I'll try to help them, and try to make yourself receive this information if you will. It's not too much for you to handle. If you care enough about this person, you will do that. Help them, get them help, steer them in the right direction. Do a search for professional counselors who deal in narcissistic personality disorder. Actually, you're going to want to search for narcissistic abuse victim counseling, because these people they don't consider themselves victims, especially this strong, beautiful person here. They don't consider themselves victims, so whoever keeps naming these types of situations as naming these people who have been suffered from the narcissistic abuse, they need to stop calling them victims, because they're not. They love deeply, and when you love deeply, you can sometimes get caught in a web like this and endure a little bit of trauma, and some people endure a lot. So I'm not going to keep beating that completely to death there. I just want you to understand how big a deal it is. It's a very serious thing. And I wish you the best. I wish you the best with this situation, because you two you're mirroring one another, at least how you know that you feel about one another. And this is so worth exploring further, this relationship and this connection. But you've got a blockage here, and that's it. That's the blockage. And I hope this helps you. I hope you got the clarity you needed, Aries. I wish you well. Thank you for joining me.